if you have a composite material, the way you do it is like this. Let's see, create material, you give a name, it's a composite, right? So it's a composite material, and then here the general will be the density, and I don't think it's an important factor in here, but let's put it 0.6. Then now mechanical elastic, elastic. But here, as we say, it's a composite material. Now isotropic, we change the type into engineering constant. We can see here in the document, here, I already have my material data in here. As we can see in the table, it's a carbon epoxy material. So I'm going to assign all of these data. You can see all of these, we are going to assign them. And the first one here is going to be this 00. And then the second is 9,500. The third is the exact same thing. And the new 1,2 is 0.28. The second one is the same thing. And here is 0.4. It's 0.4, but yeah, like that. So the G112 is, or 1,2, let's say G12 is 5,200. And the second one is the same thing. And the third one is 1,450. So now we finish with our property. We can click on OK. Now we're good. So one thing as well we need to do is the composite layer. Here on Abaqus, we can create the composite layer. In other words, we say to create the layer. So you can see here the elastic properties of carbon epoxy material. We have a laminate code of 0, 45, and minus 45. So this means we have different plies, right? It means we have different orientations depending on the ply. So the orientation is given. This is called a stacking sequence. We have different orientations. These are angles, right? So the 0 is 0 degree, 45 degree, minus 45. Okay? So I'm going to create the composite layer. It's in here, right? Create composite layer. So we give it like this, but the initial here, the element type is conventional shell. I'm good with this, but you can see here the number of layers are 3. By default, I can increase them and I can decrease them, right? But here I have 3. So why I'm going to just keep the 3, because if you see clearly here, I can still have 3 angles, right? But we have the S in here, that means symmetry. So he doesn't need to write all of the other angles because he mentioned that it's L symmetry. That means the fourth one is minus 45, the other one 45, and then 0, because it's symmetric, right? So in Abaqus, we can choose to create 6 layers and assign the angles manually, but we don't need to do this. We can save time by only assigning the 3 and then click in an option that the software will understand that this is a stacking sequence that is symmetric, or symmetrical. So he will, the software will understand. We don't need to create 6, right? Only 3. You will see. Let's go back here. So only 3. We click on continue. So here we can see the plot, right? So the first thing to do is to right click here, edit region. So then I click on the part, done. You can see here the different angles, the orientation. But if I give an angle, you will see. So for example, the first one is material. Right click, edit material. I take the composite material I created. Okay. So now the thickness, right? So the thickness, let's do like this. The thickness is, let's see here on our data, the thickness is 0.3 millimeter in all the plies, in all the layer, 0.3. So now the angles, the first one is 0. Okay. So, okay. Now the second layer, we can double click, left click, and then click on here or right click. Okay. You can choose. So double click the left one, the left click. Okay. Here you can assign a 3 or right click. You can do whatever you want, but you can just put 45 is the second angle, right? Okay, so you can see here the change of the angle. You can see for the 0 degree like this, for the 45 like this. So we can see that the orientations are being taken account. So the third ply, let's create it, composite, okay, and then the thickness 0.3, then here minus 45. Okay, you can see that it's minus here. So now what I want to tell you is you can create the other three layers manually, but you can just click on here, make calculated sections symmetry. So now the software understands we have stacking sequence that is symmetry. So now we don't have to create the three other ones because we click on here, the software understands. So now, okay, we created our ply. So one thing to check them to see if they are already taken account, you can click on here, and then you come down here, you click on ply stack plots, and then you double click on here. I think, no, you double click on the parts. So then you can see them. Play 1, play 2, play 3, and then the other 3 symmetric to this. All the thickness are 0.3. So this is how you do it, all right?